Attention! The following video may contain fun, humor, profanity, personal opinions, political incorrectness, and so on. If you are under the age of 18 or are easily offended by something as simple as gendered words, then I suggest you turn this video off and watch something more suited to you. Something like Sesame Street. Don't say I didn't warn you.
How dare you!
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel once again. This video is going to be part 5 of Project Team Associated No Prep. This is a series of videos where I'm going through doing conversion of a Team Associated B5M and converting it into a no prep drag car. So I've pretty much done the conversion, and now these series of videos are just the continuation for improving the car, making it go better, handle better, and so forth. In this video, I have a bit of work to do on the car. The last video I did, I installed the factory team lockout slipper clutch system, and that was working really well. In this video though, got a fair bit of maintenance to do on this car. Now, as I mentioned in the very first video, this B5M I bought off a mate, and it was secondhand when he had it, so it was used quite extensively, and I've need to do some maintenance on the drivetrain, predominantly the CVD system. I've also got some more parts to come in and some other parts to try out. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the table here and we're going to have a look at what I've got and what needs to be done. Alright guys, so we've got some work to do on this. So everything that has to be done, it's mainly driveline related. One of the things I noticed from the driving is after inspection, I noticed that there was a bit of play in the driveline, and what I'll do is, to show you what I mean, so I'm going to hold this and you'll notice the play when I move it back and forth. See how there's some movement? Or if I as you can see, there's a bit of play, there's a bit of slop in the drivetrain. So what I did is I got it and inspected it, and what has happened is, like I said, this chassis was second hand when my friend had it, and he sold it to me, so it's been used quite a lot. So what has happened, and I've inspected it, the CVD joints and so forth have worn out. So what I've done, so one of the things we're going to have to do is replace the CVDs. We've got a CVD rebuild kit, or CVA rather, and some new shafts. So these will be going in. One of the other things I've decided to do, probably no real advantage. If we look here, I've got on the front here, that's got Fox shocks on the front, but that's just the standard grey shocks on the back. So I decided, well, why not have it even? So I've got some the rear shocks. I mean, I probably could have got front ones again, but at the moment it is working good how it is with the rear shocks and front shocks. So I've got some Fox Kashima coated shock bodies, so that'll be going on, and probably be a bit of overkill. I've got the aluminium or aluminum for my American viewers diff cover. I mean, it's probably unnecessary, probably won't give me any advantage, but probably a bit of unnecessary bling that you'll never see. I got a spare Octolock spare gear. It's a 78 tooth. I thought, well, that's what's in there now. Car's going good with that, so I'll just get another one as a spare. So that'll just go over there. Something else I decided to have a look at. Now, it's called the JK Products Plastic Pinion. It's 48 pitch. It's a 22 tooth. At the moment, I actually thought it was a 22 tooth, but it's actually a 20 tooth pinion in this. So I'm going to put, just for a bit of a try, I'm going to put a 22 tooth plastic pinion gear in. I mean, it may not work, I'm not sure. I was using one for a while on one of my 10th scale four-wheel drive buggies. It's a 26 tooth, I think, from memory, with a 13.5 turn brushless motor. Using that, and it was going fine. So that'll be a bit of a test. So that's part of the reason why I got this spare Octolock spur gear, just in case. Also, now in the not the last video, but the previous video, I converted this to a gear diff, and I was using, where is it? Oh, it's not here. Must put it away. I was using X-Ray 100,000 weight diff oil. That works. However, some people have suggested go as thick as I can. So I got some Corelli 2 million diff oil. As you can see, that's pretty much it's thick. So so we've got some 2 million weight diff oil to try. So that's going to go in the diff. Another little thing that I have done over the little bit of short period in between this video and the last, you may recall that I was using 3D printed, where is it? Probably put them in a safe spot. Alright, I can't find it. I was using 3D printed shock tower extensions. I've had a couple of them break on me during some off-camera testing, just from like maybe hitting a harsh bump, and just the shock of it going up like that has broken it. So I decided to pull my finger out and make a carbon extension. Let's see if I'll just get my trusty phone torch. So as you can see here, guys, I've made basically all I did is I went on eBay and just got a small sheet of 2mm thick carbon fiber. So these are carbon, and they are definitely going to be a lot more stronger than the 3D printed ones that I was using previously. Yeah, so another thing I have done off camera, that bit of suspension tuning. I've adjusted the camber links, the roll center. So what I was noticing is, as the buggy accelerates, as it squats down, what was happening was with where this ball stud, the inner ball studs there, as the buggy as the car squats down, I noticed what was happening was the camber would be going in like that. So I'm just making it a little bit more dramatic so you can get a rough idea. So as it squats down, the camber link was pulling the tires in. So what essentially was happening is it was only running on like one half of the tread of the tire, so the rest of the contact patch wasn't touching. So what I did is I got some spacers and I raised it up a little bit. So what happens now as it squats, as you can see, the wheel doesn't go down, it just stays straight like that. So in theory, and I'm hoping, I haven't had a chance to test this yet, what I'm hoping is that as it squats down, the contact patch is all across the tire. So that's going to be another test. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to set this up and I'm going to do a time lapse of all the parts, and let's get on with it, guys. Okay guys, so everything is done now and everything went together pretty smoothly. If you're wondering what the shine is on the tires here, I just cleaned the front and rear wheels tires and that with some brake cleaner just to get any muck off them. So yeah, everything went together pretty good. The diff oil, holy crap. I mean, I just did a build with of a Team Associated DR10 and it came with 500,000 diff oil, and I thought that was thick, but this is on another level. This is 2 million. So yeah, this is nuts. I mean, it's really sticky. I mean, I had to use some brake cleaner to get it off my fingers. But got it into the diff and got the factory team metal plate on the diff installed, so that went in without any drama. The pinion gear here, guys, that's ready to go. Just for reference, the we're going to use for a point. Excuse the chair, guys. The set screw that holds the pinion gear on, it is not metric, it is imperial. I forget what size it is, but it is definitely smaller than 1.5 millimeter. But that's going to be an interesting test to see how it works. I hope it works well, but again, you know, I bought the spare spur gear for it just in case something goes wrong. So yeah, that went together well. And you'll notice too, like, there is a little bit of play, which is to be expected, because the you know, there's the slop in between where the outdrive and the shaft goes in to the diff, but as you can see, it's nowhere near as bad as what it was before. New shafts, new pins and so forth have gone in. That's gone in well, so they're all nice. I just have to what I have to do now, as you can see, it's a little bit cockeyed at the moment. I have to set my ride height, so I'll do that off camera. So what I'm going to do is off camera is I'm going to just reset my suspension again, and what we're going to do now is head out and test it. Alright guys, we are at a different area. It has been a while since I did the parts change and a few upgrades and so forth. I had been doing a bit of filming, and I actually managed to break the wheelie bar. So as we can see, let's take this off. As we can see here, I've made myself a carbon fiber wheelie bar. This is all just prototype at the moment. It's 2mm thick carbon fiber. As you can see, it's very crudely put together. I am going to improve this over time. I broke the wheelie bar because I have been having major traction issues, and I wasn't happy with the filming. I was felt a little bit defeated. So what I'll do is I'll show you some of the launches, and you'll see what I mean by traction issues. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty much ready to go. I've been doing some test launches in my driveway, and it seems to be behaving. So what we're going to do is we are going to test this out. I'm fully expecting the test launches to be a complete waste of time. I'm expecting this to go as it was in the last area where I usually do my testing. So I'll just do what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick tyre warm up, and we'll see how we go. Alright guys, let's see, I'll put it on track, start. Alright, let's see how bad this goes. Alright. Give me 1 sec guys. Alright guys, I was a bit of a goose there. I forgot to tighten up my slipper clutch system. Even though it's got the lockout, it doesn't fully give it full lock. So I'll just do another quick warm up. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, it's promising. I mean, this is a lot better than what that was before. So I'm just going to stop that. It seems to be dirty over to the left, so I'm going to try and keep it along the lines. Okay, let's see how we go. Alright, give me a sec, guys. Alright, so the surface is really dirty, and it is not helping. However, I went over my setup, checked everything, checked camber, and yeah, it seems to be everything seems to be fine at the moment, so I'm just going to give it another hit. Well, that wasn't good. Alright guys, just happened to make a few little adjustments. Alright, give this another warm up. Alright. Alright, let's see how we go. Well, that is a bit better. I had to... Don't worry about that dragging noise, guys, that's just the wheelie bar. And I lost the clip on the back. Alright. I had to let off on that run. Oh, damn it. Okay, read 57 k's an hour. Okay, well that's not too bad, but like I said, I had to back off on that run. I thought it was just getting a little bit squirrely. Okay, so let's give it another hit. So I've actually put the heaviest O-ring on the lockout system, and I've brought my spare spur gear with me just in case. So let's give it another warm up. Ah, it keeps doing it again. Okay, start. Okay, let's give it a hit. Alright, I'll just back it up. Pardon the noise. Okay. Okay guys, let's give it a hit. I'm gonna give it a slightly easier takeoff. Well, I'm glad my GPS system didn't fall out. I think what it is, I'm just overcorrecting on the steering, and being that the tires are very grippy at the back, it just sends it. So okay, all we can do is just keep trying. All right. All right, I'm just going to ease into this one, guys. Oh, and I'm off. Oh, that's probably the best run yet. Problem is, yeah, I just ran out of road. Okay, what was that speed? 64 k's an hour. For those, for my United States guys, I'll have what 64k an hour is in miles per hour. Just remember, guys, this is only a 7.5 turn. It's not like a 4.5 turn or anything like that. All right, let's give it another hit. Tires are warmed up. Start. Alright, let's see if I can replicate this again. So, easy takeoff. Alright, so I'm getting it to go in a straight line. So it would appear that with these, yeah, 60k an hour, I think the battery's starting to go a little bit flat after, well, it's starting to lose its voltage. Plus, I wasn't full send there. I backed off because I didn't want it to yeet over the edge of the tarmac. So, all right, I'm going to turn that off. Yes, I want to turn it off. Alright guys, well, I'm just going to stop it here and I'll do a little talk in a sec. Well guys, that's a wrap for this video. I guess we could call that a somewhat successful test. Like I said, I put a community post up a little while ago, saying that this video would be delayed, and I'm glad I decided to reshoot because I went over the entire car to make sure everything was fine, and little things needed to be done, but my traction issues are definitely a dirty surface. But as you saw, those last couple of runs, car went really well, and the Fox Kashima coat shock bodies on the back are nice and smooth. The I'm actually quite happy with the I'm just actually starting to strip the car, and thought I'd just do the outro in here. Yeah, I'm happy with the poly pinion. That's definitely quite an eye-opener, because I found that before I had a 22 tooth pinion on, and with the 22 tooth pinion it was going good, and I would say, and I'm only just surmising here, that this pinion being lighter in mass is what contributed to the snap spin outs, apart from the dirty surface. But other than that, yeah, the car went really well. The other thing I can possibly put the spin outs down to as well is the carbon fiber shock tower extensions here that I made. Because like I said before, I was using 3D printed ones, and I still cannot find the other ones. But I'm going to also put it down to the fact that the carbon fiber has less flex in it than the 3D printed extensions, so that could have contributed to the spin outs. I'm not sure, but I'm quite happy with how the car performed, and I can only make this car get better now. So the next thing I'm going to probably end up doing is improving on the wheelie bar. I'm going to be putting some proper wheelie bar wheels on the back, because I'll just pull this out here, because all this is here is just a tail wheel off a model airplane. That's all I've been using for a wheelie bar wheel. So I'm going to possibly improve on that. Going to go over some other things. I might improve the front body mount posts. Yeah, so I can really only make this car get better. And once I'm confident with how the car is going, I'm going to put a faster motor in. I also might put another speed controller in, maybe one of the McLaren speed controllers, but we're not too sure at the moment. I'll see how I go at the moment. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you've liked this video, please don't hesitate to give it a like. And guys, if you've got any comments, any tips, any suggestions, things like that, I'm always open to hints and tips with this sort of thing. So until then, guys, enjoy your hobby, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.